Hi, part two of becoming that artist. Okay, I was learning with Mr. and Mrs. Lee, and yeah, I was really like doing sketching every Friday. Took me like half an hour to drive to Ipoh. At the time, I was staying in Batu Gajah, and my teachers were very sweet and they are very professional. Although Mr. Lee could not really speak English, but he actually uh, was able to deliver whatever he needed to tell me about sketching with much passion. And sometimes at times Mrs. Lee, Mr. Lee's wife, would actually help me with explaining to me. But most of the time I would get that pat on the back, and it was um, it was really happy for me because um, probably those years that I left art, and that was a time when I was like, doing it very uh, excellently, very doing it very well and expressing it um, tremendous with a tremendously, I would say. So there was one time I did ask my teacher, so when do I get to do colors? So finally I got to do oil, and I was actually learning how to make the canvas. I was given this piece of four pieces of wood, and then the the material, the cloth, and I was given this material which looks like a rubber band, but you have to dilute it with hot water. So then you put a layer of it, and you use a white paint to paint on it. So we did that as well. And I still have some of those old pieces of artworks. I've kept them, and I really kept them in. They're really precious for me because those were the times where I really started doing my art. And it was that time when my teacher actually could see that through my art, to the colors that I've used, that I was not going to a very happy marriage, and the colors that I used were really dull and not as cheerful as this one here. And yes, I was going through that phase of my life where I was kind of depressed, I think. So as I went through my art, and in 2003, I came to Kuala Lumpur, and I got another teacher to teach me. That was Raja Azhar, and I actually used more vibrant colors after that, um, because I was very much happy to be in Kuala Lumpur. I presume because Kuala Lumpur is the place to be for most of the artists, I think, for that time, I suppose. But for now, I think anywhere you are in Malaysia, there's a lot of I would say there are many art activities being held, and there are art galleries in mostly every state in Malaysia. And I continued doing art, but not as much as I'm doing now. At that time, because I was teaching and I was more concentrating on my students in the international school. And in 2010, actually, I had my own gallery. Oh yeah, before that, I was actually managing an artist who has a gallery. His name was Tuan Haji Muhammad Rizlan. Al-Fatiha for him because he has passed away, and he's a very good boss, and he's got all these amazing oil art which I really adore, because those are the artworks which represents the nature of Malaysia. So I was there for like a year or two, and then I decided to like have my own gallery Rumah Seni dan Craft Gemilang. I will tell you more about Rumah Seni in my next video. See you.